know. What are they doing? They are both up there. Are y'all trying to get a chicken snack this morning?
She climbed down. I'll catch you.
Yeah, we'll catch all of them.
Her holding it so we'll blow away. Can I grab one and put it in?
Yeah, you wanna go grab that one? Good job.
This one's got bigger.
Yeah, they're getting bigger. Oh gosh, they're heavy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I need some help. Now can I turn it to the chickens? So we got them in. You like it showing the chickens? It's a little bit too high to see your beaks. You like it being like that? That's sort of grass. Now, that's chickens. And there. That's Papa's. That's just moving it. See? We got to take you over there without the chicken. So close. It's okay. You're so big. It's so big. I'm gonna weigh it. It just stays in there.
You never set it down.
It's just so long.
Yeah.
Like it's so long.
You just set it down anywhere.
Right here.
That'll work.
Am I doing it right?
You did do it right. You're doing a good job.
Got in there. chicken.
Let him go.
Hey, don't get the.
It's coming.
It's poop in there.
Yeah, they pooped in there.
Yeah. Gross.
Oh, don't go under there.
The door is closed.
In there, Beaky.
The door is
There you go. All right, get the bucket.
Why? Where's the other one?
The other one, what?
The other chicken.
That's all of them.
The other one.
Yeah, and then scoot this over so y'all can. Yeah.
Why?
That way they can get on both sides. They're fighting. They're kind of fighting over it. They're still all trying to get on one side. All right, go get them some water.
Me?
Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing okay. I'm Joey. There's Josie. This is Papa and Josie's homesteading. I moved that chicken tractor over here in this one field this morning. I didn't want to put it in my front yard this year because I didn't want to fertilize my yard. You know, it's the one place I want grass, but I don't want that much grass. You know what I mean? So I had it over here in this little corner. In my mind, when I built this thing, and I even mentioned it in the video when I did build it, I might have to put an extra board on there to keep the goats from rubbing up against it and tearing the fence and stuff out of it. Because if you've ever had goats, that's what goats do. If there's something you don't want them in, they'll try to get in it. If there's something you want to keep them in, they'll try to get out. That's kind of what goats do. But we moved this chicken tractor over here in this field. It was just over there where I had it at. It was such a small area. I don't get to pull it straight one time, then I had to make a turn. And even though it's way lighter than that other one, it's still, I ain't gonna say hard to turn, but definitely a little bit more difficult. But over here I got 3 or 4 runs without having to do a turn, so it'll be a lot easier. But I can go down and come up and make some circles in this grass. Now I may have to cut the grass. I don't want to, but I may wind up having to cut it. I don't know. We'll see. But that's just kind of what was going on this morning. Now definitely gonna have to watch my neighbor's little dog. It's coming over here more and more and more. I'm fooling with chickens more and more and more up here at the barn. So I may wind up having to make one of my neighbors mad. I don't know. His dog won't stay over here, and it's been a couple years, but it did have a spurt where it was killing a bunch of my chickens. And then I moved all the chickens down to the house just to keep it from doing it. But I have to keep an eye on that. May get the BB gun out. Maybe it's just a little Chihuahua dog. It's a little small dog, but it's killed. I can't remember how many, 3 or 4 chickens and 1 rabbit. I'm gonna do something this morning, attempt to do something this morning that for 11 years we've owned this property. I've never had to do this with my goats, but I got 1 goat for some reason I'm gonna have to take care of. But we're gonna attempt to do this. I don't know how it'll go. Don't even know if I can do it, but we'll see. It needs done. I wanted to get this took care of before we do take him off to the sales. I think it'll make him look a little bit better and maybe make him sell just a little bit better. If it looks like he's kind of been took care of. But we'll get over here and see. It's the white Billy, which has a pretty good set of horns on him. I'm gonna see if I can get him in that milk stand. I don't know if he can get his horns in there. He's got a pretty wide set of horns. I know he might be able to twist his head and get in there. It would make the whole thing easier if he would get in there. If he don't get in there, I don't know. We might have to try to do something different. I don't know just yet. But there he is over here munching this morning. But the thing I gotta do is I need to trim his nails. He is the only goat. Everybody else, I've never had any goats here. These sandstone rocks, this sandy ground, I have never had to trim a goat's hooves. Probably the only one even close is Coco here. You don't see hers, but they're not too bad. But they are a little longer than everybody else's. His is ridiculously long. Bubby's been here the whole 11 years we've been here. His is perfectly fine. Never trimmed them. Never trimmed them. And personally, I've never had to trim any goat's hooves here. But we'll see if we can't. We'll try to get some feed. He usually is the leader of the pack, trying to get the feed. So I think I can get him in that little shed there and lock him in. And oh, you got a bite, didn't you? Yeah.
Where it comes from?
I don't know where it come from, but we'll see if we can't get him in here in a second. We'll just took care of.
Raindrops. That's him. No. I found him.
Come on, baby. Come here.
I showed him already.
I'm sorry. You need to set that belly. He's a little bit stronger, you know. Try to. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Get his head in there. Get your head in there. Come on. Come on. Twist around. Come on. Twist around in there.
I can't get his head in there.
There you
We have to make it a little bit bigger. You walk it. And then the front foot. Rocky's Lego.
Okay, that wasn't how I was originally going to try to do it, but still, that one front one right there still needs trimmed. They got the back ones look a lot better than they was. A lot better. Yeah, the whole the old head catching thing wasn't working for sure. Coco, I'll get you in a head shoot one day and get you. Bubby, let's see Bubby's feet. Hey, Bubby. His feet. Good. Your nose is in the way, Goofy. I can't see. Oh, I'm just trying to show your feet. Yeah, there you go. You showing it for us? Good job, Bubby. Let me see. Oh, she's not gonna sit still. Coco's the only other one. It's Black Billy. I think he's good. Said a lot of them. I think this. Nobody wants to see your nose, Goofy. Nobody wants to see your nose. Yeah. You found a yellow flower? Yeah. Oh, you better come over here. I think that's somebody you're probably going to want to see. She hears somebody. It's one of the neighbors. I'll see how much footage I got. I don't know. It's definitely trying to get him in the head shoot was a pain in the butt. Missy and Francine especially, was getting inside the, calm down. Was in here trying to get in the head shoot. They was, I guess Francine was so used to it.
I'm gonna get out.
I couldn't. Oh. I couldn't keep her out of there. I mean, just super aggravating. Trying to fight those two to get them out or keep them out. I got Missy went out pretty easy. Francine did not want to get out. Then we went down to feed the cats and chickens and the 3 little boy goats down there at the house. That spotted buck got out. Which they every morning they run out. The weather and that spotted one, they run out. The other little black buck, he usually don't. But he ran out and I couldn't get him back in. He wouldn't go back in. So I had to chase him up down a fence for 15 minutes. So it's definitely been a aggravating morning, I guess you could say. But we got, he laid there on the ground and let me trim his back feet. So we got them trimmed up. That's what I need to do. I need to get that one front one. I might try to get here in a little bit. We'll see. If he lays back down, we might try to go over it and get that front one. Well, just a couple snips, but we got that one part. And it's, like I said, he can't hardly tell there in that grass. But definitely got him where he needs to be at. He's a lot better. Looks good. Don't look all scraggly, I guess be the word for it. They had got way overgrown. But comfortable over there, baby? We got him took care of. Okay, he's the first goat I've ever had trimmed hooves on since we've been on this property. And not sure why he has got like that. Maybe because of winter. Winter time's the only time it really gets muddy here and ground soft and stuff like that, and maybe he just don't jump up on them rocks. I try to keep at least one big rock in each field, which there's not really a big rock in that field right there where they're at. but there is several little ones that you have to walk on and stuff. Where Gary and Bella is at, there's not one big rock in that field, but there is a rock pile over there. So goats, you know, they do like climbing into rock piles. But just to show you what I'm talking about, this lot here, the lot where I do winter them at, it has a rock pile and a couple good sized rocks that they can climb up on. But when it's wet and muddy, they like getting up on them rocks to get up out of the ground. As you can see, there's one right there. It's just a big boulder of sandstone rock, and it just lets them get up there and get their feet out of the mud. Gallow's not liking these little chicks being over here. She don't really bother the big chickens, but she has chomped some little chickens on me. It's been several years, but I guess we'll wrap this video up. Like I said, just something I needed to do. Think it'll help when I do take him to the sales. He won't look so scraggly and just look like he's not been took care of. With those hooves being real long like that. But, well, I appreciate you guys watching, and if you want to know how to trim hooves, probably should watch somebody else. But I did get them done. Probably that last one that I done, him standing up, was more typical way of doing it. When I had goats before, years and years ago in a past life, you can train them as they're little and get them used to you picking their hooves up and stuff like that, and you can just walk out in the field, pick their hooves up and trim them. I haven't done in here because I haven't had to trim their hoof. Like I said, he's the first one I've ever had to trim a hoof on. And even Gary and Bella, I've never trimmed Gary. I ain't had to fool him. I did trim a couple of Bellas, but this sand and the rocks and stuff's in this ground keeps them filed down. So you don't really have to fool with it that much. But yeah, when they're little, you can train them to pick their hooves up, inspect their hooves and stuff like that, check them for hoof rot, and just fool with them a little bit. They get used to it, and you can do it, and it's no big deal. I've just not ever had to do it here, and so he's laying back down. But I do have them. They're actually in decent shape. But I've never had to do it here, so I've never fooled with none of them when they're little, and I've never had a problem with the hoof rot or anything like that. The better my soil gets, probably the more I'm gonna have to start. It's bad to say, but the better your soil is, it's gonna get wet and muddy in the wintertime, and you know, that dirt and stuff gets up in there, and that's what can cause hoof rot and stuff like that. So I'll probably have to, as time goes on and as I improve this soil and, you know, it gets less sandy, I'll probably have to start taking care of that a little bit better. But we'll wrap it up for this video. Somebody probably want to say bye. They finally come out of the camper. But we appreciate y'all watching. As y'all can see, Bear's out for no reason whatsoever today other than he wanted to be out. But appreciate y'all watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.